Welcome back to AM Northwest. This weekend marks the start of a celebration of stylish sneakers and Portland's thriving footwear community. Here to tell us all about Sneaker Week, we welcome co-founder Herbert Beauclere. Thank you so much for joining us, Herbert. First of all, tell me about the event, because you have a lot. What is sneakers, though? What is the whole sneaker event about?
So Sneaker Week is an experiential marketing platform that's meant to connect the diverse sneaker community with all the opportunities within Portland's footwear industry. So folks may be familiar that there's Nike and Adidas here, but there's tons of other brands that are currently moving here, as well as different companies and agencies that support those brands as well. So.
Okay, so explain what an event at Sneaker Week looks like. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, we have like a variety of events, some that are conversational, like panel discussions, pitches, like product demos, things that are participatory, like workshops and design contests, and things that are like just celebratory. You know, we have parties and networking events as well. So
a lot of designers, footwear designers, live here in Portland.
Yeah. So this year our theme is the sneaker capital, and that's really focusing on that creative influence that Portland has on the rest of the world through that creative outlet like footwear design. So you see a lot of brands moving here to get closer to that talent, and we just wanted to kind of put a stamp on it.
And are there jobs available in the footwear?
Yeah, there's tons of jobs, and we don't focus just on the design part of things. A lot of our events either focus on specific interests. So some of the youth events, whether that's like storytelling, showing them how that actually can lead into a career of marketing or journalism, or art and design, how that really can relate to becoming a footwear designer. Or some people don't even know about the jobs like color design or material design.
Which is interesting, color design, that you can actually come up with new colors for maybe older retro sneakers.
Yeah, there's a lot of iconic designs that were designed in the 80s and 90s, but what people don't know is that those silhouettes are being recreated by new people and new positions, and there's a lot of translation between art studies and kids that are showing interest in creative fields like that. These are actual jobs, and I was one of those kids where I would draw and sketch things, and my parents would like, "Hey, what are you going to do with that?" And I was like, I want to become a designer, and I didn't know that was a possibility. You think drawing, you're just going to be an artist, and there's the term struggling artist, but you can be a flourishing designer. So
absolutely. How did you come up with this idea for Sneaker Week?
Yeah, so myself and our co-founder Megan Davis, at the time we were doing a lot of these one-on-one like pop-up events. She works at a company called Wacom that does the sketching tablets, and we were like, hey, there's a week for everything. There's a nacho week, a pizza week, a whiskey week. Yeah. Why aren't we celebrating what makes Portland very unique in this idea that all the major brands call Portland home. So.
Because Portland is the sneaker capital of the world, I understand.
I'd say so. Yeah, and it's a real global influence. To be honest, thinking of the ideas that come from the Northeast Portland or Beaverton that really reach basically every corner of the globe.
It's nostalgia too, right? I mean, it takes us back to a time for many of us who are older. Like, I remember wearing these in high school.
Yeah. I think it's something that kind of connects people where you might not even think that you might have something in common. You might be wearing a pair of shoes that somebody wore in high school that you're currently wearing now. That sparks a conversation and brings a lot of parallels. And so we really like to use our events to just bring people together.
Okay, and you mentioned there are many events going on, and it started at OMSI, is that right?
Yeah, so we're kicking things off this Sunday at 11 o'clock at OMSI, and we're doing an event that we call Kick Flicks, and it's really just highlighting the storytellers, the folks that have an interest in, content creation, but we also do a Q&A with a producer or a creative that's involved. And so this year we're doing a Lego movie called Piece by Piece. That's a biopic on Pharrell. It's at OMSI. And
really? Oh, fun.
They have this great Lego exhibit that kids will be able to build their own Legos. We have prizes that we'll be raffling off, and it'll be a great experience.
Now, I know that there's some people that have huge collections of shoes. You say that's kind of dying down a bit because it's expensive.
Things are getting expensive.
Yeah.
It's harder and harder for the collectors, whether that's just inflation or tariffs. But what we tend to focus on is not just the product, it's like the community, the people, the jobs, the interests, the opportunities. And so, you know, you don't have to have the largest collection to participate or to be welcome.
Just an interest.
Just an interest.
What gets people talking the most when it comes to sneakers? Like, I think of all the unusual sneakers over time, like the ones that used to pump up.
Yeah.
The sneakers with the lights.
Yeah.
Like, what brings up conversation that's like, kind of like, oh no, oh yes?
Yeah, I think it's more or less of just being unique and having a specific style. Sneakers kind of represent like your personality, you know, whether you're sporty and athletic or calm and casual. You know, I think people tend to pick up on your style a little bit, and that's just an entryway to a conversation, whether someone, you know, hey, I really like those, and where'd you get those? And or sometimes people even meet in these retails and locations. So
I love it. So we want to tell everyone about Sneaker Week. If you would like to find out more, we're going to put all the information about Sneaker Week on our website at k2.com. Lots of fun events to check out. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Herbert.
Appreciate it.
All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.